don't wanna see the snowman get so mad that I go berserk. When I black out, my eyes white, then I put in work. I'm in my element, but I'm still developing. Wait a couple years and see what I do when I settle in. Cause I thought he slow slide, so I had the fire lord. Took away his bending, now he's someone I ignored. Frozen in an iceberg, got a cold flow for these savage bars. Greatest in the lineage, bow down to the avatar.
Hope can bring despair, but I never lose.
Oh, I can always see the dislikes coming into this, but you know what? This is my garbage opinion, and dang it, I'm going to stick with it. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy the Gimme Truce here, and welcome back to another discussion video. Today's discussion video is going to be on Sakura, one of my favorite characters of the Naruto franchise. She's feisty, she wants her way, and sometimes she even gets it. She's always after Sasuke, and doesn't really care that very much about Naruto at the beginning, but grows to be a very close friend to Naruto. And yeah, let me just address the elephant in the room. I am very aware that this character is hated among the entire anime community. Heck, even non-anime people actually find her to be useless that actually hasn't even seen a single episode of Naruto yet, and just going into it because that's the trendy thing to do nowadays. It's kind of like back in the early 2000s where you couldn't go 2 seconds without hearing someone hating on Sonic the Hedgehog for no reason. I'm looking at you, IGN. At the end of the day, you can hate a character, but in actuality, she doesn't need this much hate. So I've decided to take it upon myself to list some of the things that a lot of Sakura antis actually hate about the character. These are only going to be 3 different topics, which I could potentially do a full video going over more topics, but these are the 3 biggest topics that honestly I found in this entire Sakura hate fanbase. So let's begin. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be using my avatar a little bit more often. I will get more emotions and stuff like that to kind of make it more visually appealing later down the road. But right now, you guys are just going to see my avatar within this nice background. So I really hope you guys enjoy it, and let's continue on. Number 1, she is useless. If I had a penny for every time someone came up to me and said she was useless, I'll actually have enough to buy a Switch and probably 3 games. Sakura is the farthest thing I can honestly think for being actually quote-unquote useless. She, 1, canceled out the Genjutsu after actually knowing how that works. And by the way, you can't blame 12-year-old Sakura for falling for the Genjutsu. And for 2, she bodied thousands of people within the Grand Ninja War. That is crazy. And you're over here saying that she's useless like a freaking Magikarp? Forget. We're not talking about Pokemon, we're talking about Naruto. So back to Naruto. Not only that, but she has inherited a healing jutsu. She's legit a white mage in an RPG. You don't want to go in there with just only attack. That's stupid and unsmart. And she even helped out trying to get the kids away whenever that one Boruto character decided to attack the Chunin exams. Sorry, I cannot think of that guy's name. Number 2, Sakura is annoying. Now, one thing that is kind of true about this is that it all depends on the type of person. But in all honesty, a lot of people wanted to go and use this as an excuse just because it's trendy to hate Sakura. So this is what I decided to do. I'm going to list 3 characters that I find 10 times more annoying than Sakura. Majin Buu, Choji, and Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. 3 of these characters are more annoying to me than Sakura will ever be. She has a goal in mind and she's going to get it. But that also leads us to the 3rd and final point I'm going to make for this video. She is always yelling about Sasuke. Now this one bugs me so much. A lot of people just want her to shut up about Sasuke. Same thing that goes with Naruto, to be even go on that topic. A lot of the Naruto haters honestly think that the whole bring back Sasuke movement is stupid. You would too if you grew up with this guy that was bent on just finding his brother and killing him after him killing his entire village, and then later on realizing that he did it for a certain purpose and he didn't even want to kill everyone. That had to be a bold and dark move for him, and in all honesty, I appreciate Itachi for that. Unlike a lot of these other idiots out there that claim that they're Naruto fans but honestly has never gotten past the original series, is something that just bugs the crap out of me. Heck, Kakashi Sensei, the kids' sensei throughout the entirety of Naruto, said this quote right here, way before the Chunin exams. He said, "In the ninja world, those who break the rules are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum." So that moment whenever Sasuke left the village, I can imagine the amount of tears and sadness and sorrow that Sakura went through, because not only did one of her crushes leave, but it was someone that she wanted to become friends with, and even eventually did become friends with. Like I said before, Sasuke got healed by Sakura. Sasuke got saved by Sakura. Just as much, if not even more times than Naruto has. Now I feel like that's a bold statement, and I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've fully seen Shippuden. But in all honesty, this is something that I feel like a lot of TV shows really need. We don't get a lot of characters with this type of dynamic in normal TV shows, I feel like, nowadays. This is something that Naruto caught, and it was lightning in a bottle. The relationship between Sasuke and Sakura is something that I think cannot be really unmatched. I think Hinata and Naruto's are just a little bit more powerful, but I feel like because that's the same relationship that I have with me and my girlfriend, not really much Sasuke and Sakura's style. But anyway, let me leave you down your 5 favorite things that you guys like about Sakura in the comments down below, and maybe I'll read them in a future video. But without further ado, with all that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have yourselves a great night, and keep gaming.